Greetings everyone, this is P and welcome to another MW2 Noclip video. Today we'll go through the level The Only Easy Day Was Yesterday, which has a very interesting opening sequence which is underwater, and we can see that I have already disabled fog for us to have a better perspective of things. The underwater sequence uses fog and effects to simulate the underwater feeling. And it's pretty interesting to see without the fog, because we have those huge walls in the background, and you can see basically everything floating, even the oil rig itself. But it's working pretty well in the normal view perspective of the game. So we can see the NPCs here playing the animations on these scripted models, I would assume. And it's a pretty interesting first sequence for this level, which is pretty cool. It works pretty well. Okay, so we're finally over water. I skipped some sequences to avoid breaking the flow of the script. So we're basically over water now on the oil rig, and I will show you a wider, more open view of the map, of the whole map itself. If we go way far away from the oil rig, we can see the edges of the sea. We can see that the sea is actually a huge 2D terrain patch that simulates sea, and that the skybox covers the any gaps that it may have. So even if we go in the highest point available on the map, we can still see that the skybox just covers any empty spaces that the 2D terrain of the sea will leave. We can see the background 2D design for the out of map parts, like there are more oil rigs over there. There's supposed to be more oil rigs, but they're just 2D terrains and textures. They're actually terrain patches. They're just 2D terrain patches, unless they're models. I don't know. I think they're terrain textures anyway, and the effects of the fire on top of it. I think the same applies for the icy walls or whatever they are. It's pretty interesting to see them. You can see how they're spaced away to simulate distance like that. It's pretty interesting with the icy background on the skybox as well. So now if we go back underwater, we can see that most of the things we saw in the opening sequence are gone. That is probably, my guess is that's probably because they hid them, so players won't be able to see them from over water, because as you can see, the sea is a little bit transparent, so there could be a possibility that players could see some of the starting parts, and that would cause some visual imperfections anyway. So let's go explore the oil rig itself now. Let's start with the first like subfloor, sub-level, or whatever it is. So we can see I already done this sequence, and there's really nothing to see here. It's just an empty room with it's not really empty, I mean it's just a room, that's all. I mean, like, not much to see. And this is the area where we just go to the first floor. This is the first floor. We will start exploring it roughly right now. So we have this first sequence over here where we ambush, where we bridge and clear this place, then we ambush the enemies. You know the drill. If you play the level, you know how it goes. And we have this area, not much to see, and then we have the stairs for the next floor, the next level. But what happens if we go around the edge? We can see that there's a room here that has nothing. It's not used in the mission itself, so it's not detailed. There are no details for this area. And what happens if I go in here? We are surprised to find that there is a sniper rifle, a classic sniper rifle, and some claymores that I just picked up for some reason. That's a pretty interesting thing. They put this here for some reason, I'm not sure why, but it's pretty interesting to find, something interesting that we find out of map. And then we have this empty room again over here, which serves no real purpose and stuff. So that's all for this area. That's all for the first level. We have this unfinished catwalk as well. And let's go to the second level, where we have the little bird fight, then we have the fuel tanks that we can destroy to reduce enemies. Then we have the inside area, which is really not much. And yeah, not much to see really here, just normal regular in-game parts. Then around the corner here, this gets us back inside. Go back down here or from the outer parts, and then we have the stairs for the upper floor. And again, if we go behind the edge, we can see that there's a part that's not really used. It's just has this decal over here, this snowy decal. Just nothing really to see, like just an empty room out of map. Yeah, and then we can go to the top floor, which we can find a few interesting things to talk about. First of all, we can have a nice, like, closer view of it. Like, we can see this flanking area over here. Nothing behind these walls, like literally nothing, just a few wires maybe, or cables. And then we have this area, this inaccessible area. However, if you've played any Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer clients, there are some versions of this map in multiplayer where you can go up here and it's a totally accessible map part. This door is basically open. You can go in here and just let it be a normal part of the map. I remember having some fun just dropping care packages over here, camping and stuff like that. Yeah, it was fun. Okay, so next part, let's see the top floor details. We can see it's the smoke sequence part. We can see that there are some windows over here where NPCs spawn. Enemies can just come here and shoot at us, and we can see that we can normally go here and that it's just empty rooms, not much to see here really. Same for this area, which is just a catwalk above the breaching, the final breaching room over here. And same with this room, it's just a room next to the catwalk. Nothing really interesting to see. Just to show you where exactly it is, it's right there, right here. Like, not much to see. And this is actually where NPCs can deploy in the map in this smoky sequence to just fight us. Like, I've gone with the thermal scopes over here and I aimed to this point and I saw NPCs just jumping down here. Like, they probably spawn around here or something. Yeah, this is probably their spawn, definitely. They spawn here and they go just down here. That's my guess, that's my best bet as a map designer. Anyway, so yeah, this is the normal breaching part, not much to see here. This turning thingy that I have no idea what it does, because if you go underneath the floor, there's nothing. I don't know if there's supposed to be something, but yeah, I'm no Oilrig expert, so I don't know. This final control room here, and then the final helipad sequence where we lift off. So yeah, there we go. This is practically all of the map. There's really not much to see other than that. Oh, this thingy, we can't really go up here. It's filled with invisible walls. We just get stuck if we go on it. We don't fall, we don't walk. We can't really explore this besides the Noclip. We can see that it's pretty simplistic if we go up close, and the effects is interesting. Anyway, it's a nice view though. So yeah, one last thing. I think when we go away with the helicopter, we can see rangers that are supposed to be marines jump down here with the helicopter, and maybe this door opens at that point. Maybe that's why this door is here. So yeah, maybe this area is just meant to be for NPCs to spawn and stuff. So yeah, that's basically most of it. There's really not much else to see for this level. Like, yeah, we explored almost everything. We can see how wide open the skybox is, how wide open the sea is supposed to be, with the skybox covering any gaps, the underwater sequence, which we talked about in the beginning, with some really interesting artifacts from this perspective. Yeah, you can see it's pretty funny sometimes. Yeah, how long below the skybox goes. It's pretty interesting. So yeah, that's all for today. Hope you guys had fun with this. Hope you found it interesting. These explorations are really fun for me to do, because I understand how these maps are made and it's interesting for me to explore as well. Thanks everyone for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you learned something new about Modern Warfare 2, about Call of Duty. Hope to see you next time. Bye bye.